Hello, beautiful people. So, I am here with another reading for you. And as always, I'll just jump in it and see where it leads us. So, starting off, we have a lot of pentacles here. And what this tells me is that you are grounding some kind of ideas that you have, something that you're truly passionate about. I feel like it's really like one of a lifetime passion that you haven't felt in a long time. And it does seem to me that you thought it through. So you had these sparks, you made a plan, and now you're working on embodying whatever it is that you're working on. So it seems like you are putting a lot of effort, you are dedicating a lot of your time, just really diligently working on. And I feel like more deeply, regardless of what this passion is, it does seem that you have to do, oh, that it has to do with some kind of a exchange, equal give and take. So kind of a practicing that through your passion. And at the same time, or even more deeply, with taking care of yourself. And I mean this more in a bodily way, meaning food, routines, exercises, maybe breath works, anything that is connected with specifically physical body. It does seem that you're kind of balancing this out right now, where maybe you're maybe really spiritual, maybe not, and maybe you worked a lot on your mental health and you figure out that you want to live in a more balanced way. So connecting mind, body, spirit, if again spiritual is the part of your practice. And it does seems like you are finding this beautiful balance between all the three. It does seem that maybe you felt a little bit off with your body. For example, not maybe eating regularly, or when you're hungry, not listening to your body. And it really is connected with taking care of yourself. I do feel that right now where you at is learning how to nurture yourself fully. Again, having balance in your life. So, as an example, if you're working on your passion, or if you have a lot to do at your job, regardless of, if you're working for yourself or in a company, you really decided to put yourself first, to maybe ask for extra break or whatever it is, if you feel like your body needs to, eat maybe more, or maybe go for a fresh air. So I do feel that you're not putting the job or the money above your well-being. And I feel there's just, as I said, something around working around your body more, listening to your body, going for the walks, going on a fresh air, maybe, I don't know, taking some supplements, or taking some vitamin D, or going directly on the sun. It's really finding this perfect balance. I do feel like it really has to do with the rest. So, like sleeping hygiene, for example, I don't know, being without the screen 1 hour before you go to bed, or really sticking to your bed routine and not like being rigid with it, not in this kind of way where you have to demand from yourself to go to bed, but actually listening to your body, that when you're ready to sleep, you will go to sleep and put your phone away, and not just um, scrolling through if you feel you're tired. And at the same time, I do feel, or maybe something that can help you here is some kind of a routine, some kind of an exercise. I'm just going to suggest what I do. It might not be for you. I'm just putting it out there in case that you might find this helpful. So I also have troubles with sleeping, and when I wake up in the morning, uh, quite early sometimes, and I know I will not be able to fall back asleep, not even with the music. What helps me personally is breathworks. Is the breathwork. It's just putting my mind on. I'm just putting my mind on what I'm listening to, and because I'm doing physically something, not something too drastic, or it's not like an exercise or some more active movement. It's a little bit of a movement when you are breathing, but it's a combination for me, working a little bit with the body to just that's how I imagine it works, just exhaust it a little bit, and to put my mind on something else than on my thoughts. So someone who is guiding me, it's something that proved to be helpful. And also breath work is quite helpful. Again, it depends what kind of a breath work you do, but the breath work when you are inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, and where exhales are longer, it's just also proven that it kind of calms your body, and it's kind of helping you to fall asleep back, or at least feel relaxed more. Because sometimes I wake up with I don't know, just with it's not specific thought, but just in a state of where I feel a little bit anxious or not rested. And if I try to calm myself just with the music, it doesn't always help. So if someone guides me, or in a way where I put my mind on something or someone else that I'm listening to, it just kind of helps me calm down. Again, I tried it with maybe meditations or listening to podcasts, but sometimes the podcast can be very interesting and I will not be able to fall asleep. So I just feel that breathworks might be a beautiful way to help yourself to fall asleep back, and it can be just 10-15 minutes. Again, it relaxes your body physically. You're putting your mind on something else and not on your thoughts. So yeah, I'm just putting this out there in case this might help to someone. Um, and continuing for further, it does seem like you're also in this kind of energy of letting go of some kind of a grief. It does seem that maybe you had some change in your life that was really transformative for you. It might feel like really like someone maybe died, or there was a thoughts around that, or just talking about things that pass by or things that pass through. Don't remember quite the word in English right now. I have it in my own language, but I don't know if I'll remember it. It's just talking about passing things, things passing by, nothing lasts forever in this kind of a way. And I do feel this made you a little bit more appreciative of being here and having this current moment and people you've been with. Excuse me, people you've been with that maybe you're not in touch anymore, or maybe you don't even have a wish to be in touch anymore, but just appreciating for the connection, what it was for. Because in that moment, if you were with this person, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but if you were with these people, there was something to it, something that kept you around this person. So it does seem like you are just maybe with your mindset thinking about things that pass by. Nothing lasts forever. People come and go, and it's not out of not being appreciative, but quite contrary. It really makes you think how like literally every second is precious, and that you cannot repeat it regardless of how it may seem that you are maybe stuck or stagnant, or things are not moving anywhere. There's in every moment, with every breath, things are changing. And I don't know what it was for you, but it does seem that it made you just appreciate a little bit more the thought that you cannot repeat things, never ever in the same way. Things can never ever be repeated in the same way. And I feel like there's just something that maybe made you feel more relaxed. I do feel it made you feel um, more joyful, and also allowing yourself to be just more free of some restrictions, more free of holding yourself back, just being more expressive, just saying things in a moment, not holding back anymore, but truly even saying maybe compliments or things that are really in your heart to the people around you. It, I guess it did made you feel a little bit about, or made you thought a little bit about how precious every moment is. And I'm at the same time that I'm talking, I have other thoughts in my head, and the idea that caught, excuse me, um, is that it's something that I've been thinking as well. When you are on your deathbed, and I do feel that there's people who are saying that you are thinking about things that you wished you did, and that you had more courage to be more expressive, to be more authentic, to go after what really called you. I do feel that's part of it, but on the other hand, I also feel that regardless of this, I do feel that you just wish you had a moment to relive everything again, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It's just beautiful to be here and to experience the world, to experience the emotions. It's just this purity of having the ability to experience this world, to go out, to just be. I do feel you really kind of touched this through maybe some experience or some deep thinking that you had around things passing by, and how just precious it is to feel things, to cry, to to feel anything. It does make me quite emotional also thinking around this, or just feeling these emotions and thoughts as well. But at the same time, it gives you just this purity, or like childlike, carefree mindset of really going out there and being yourself more fully, and yeah, not holding back and just expressing yourself even more. It's like some walls go down when you are too focused on your worries and stress and what you need to do. I feel when things get a little bit heavy, as maybe in your situation, and there's a saying, when um, the lights go out, or when the room is dark, you really see things that actually matter. You see the light better, and things become a little bit more clearer when you're on the bottom of the bottoms. I do feel that at this moment, sometimes you really have a clarity over what is really important in your life, and it can be really humbling experience. It can be really heavy. I just feel a lot of sadness right now. Um, but at the same time, it gives you the notion of what is truly important for you in life, and this is your compass, and this is going to be your direction towards the life. Then when you are stressed and your mind is full of things to do and so on, it's um, maybe a little bit hard to reconnect with what is important, because your mind is so cluttered with a lot of different things that you might lose a little bit of a sight on what is important. And sometimes we learn through hard things, through hardships, or maybe having someone that is close to us going through hardships as well, and makes us think what is really important. And I do feel something like this happened in your situation, which was really heavy and really opened you up to be more vulnerable with yourself and to see a little bit more clearly what is important in life and how you want to live your life. So I'm gonna end here. This reading made me really emotional, and I'm just gonna leave you here. I hope that, as always, this helped you bring some clarity, maybe some comfort as well, knowing that you're not alone going through these things. We are all experiencing in one chapter of our life or the other the loss. And it's also, I got the card of the Wheel of Fortune. I just saw it randomly at the bottom of the deck, which talks about the cycles of life. What comes up must go down, and what is down will come up. And the Wheel of Fortune, it's really talking about finding the stability, because we have 4 creatures there. So it's talking about stability in times of changes, in seasons of changes. And it's really talking about, or reflecting, how we are with ourselves, how we are building a relationship with ourselves when it comes to the wheel being more down, let's say, when it comes to us being more in the dark, when it comes to us facing more discomfort in our life, or the passing through people, passing things by. So yeah, I will leave you here. Again, I hope you enjoyed this reading, or it was not that enjoyable, but I hope that you got something that was comforting for you. And I will see you at the next reading.